Hey guys, here's part two of lesson seven. I'll talk to you a little bit about adding spot colors, and they kind of start talking about Pantone colors. So, what's Pantone color? Well, you can kind of look it up on Wikipedia to get a little more detail. There's a lot here, a lot of detail, but basically, it's just a standardized color reproduction system. So basically, that means that these colors are it's a set of swatches that are consistent throughout. Throughout the world. If you tell somebody that you want this Pantone red color, I'm sure it has a more specific name, but it will be consistent throughout the world. So people use this for logos, I guess. In government signage and things like that, they might use these specific colors, Pantone colors, so that everything is consistent. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, I would definitely look it up. Just Wikipedia, Google, just to get a little bit more familiar. So we're on page 198, and it's telling you to go and go into your Swatches library menu, and then we're going to go to color books. And you can see there's a ton of Pantones. Like Pantone colors, you can get these metallic looking or neon colors. So there's just a lot of different options with Pantone colors, but we're going to go solid coated. And you can see this opens up and there's just a ton of colors here to choose from. And then you can type in your color code. So they're telling us 755. And then you have all of these options. You see a list. These are all within this. And then we'll add another 5, but we'll get the color that we want. So we'll select this. And you see it comes up on the right here. And I believe we could just close this. Let's see what the directions say. Yep. Okay. And now we want to create a global swatch out of this. You'll see the colors are in lab colors. Click OK. And if I hover over this isn't always working. There we go. See, I already had made that. Let me just delete one so I don't have, I was working on this before, so some of these colors I have. Okay, so now we're going to work on our tints here. So we're going to click on our first tree here. We'll apply the color. And then, as you notice above here, we can adjust that. And you see the tint. You can adjust the tint here, the T. So the more you bring it to the white end, the lighter it's going to be. It'll adjust the tint of that color. So we're going to bring it, the book tells you to bring it to a value of 70. And then we're going to create a new swatch from that. And then when you hover over it, oh, yeah, okay. It should just say it. You'll see the tint. Now it's supposed to, when I hover over it with my mouse, it should show you the title of the swatch, but it's not doing that right now. But here it is. Okay, so you can see that it has the 70%. Okay, so now we've created a tint. So what we want to do is, the book is telling you to fill all of these shapes with your initial color, your initial Pantone color. We'll select them both and then take the stroke off. And then we'll select these two and we'll put them with a tint. And then we'll take the stroke off as well. Click for me. Okay. Okay. Now, see, these are Pantone colors, which we just kind of went over. So now if we want, we can adjust these and make them CMYK. So we're on page 200, so it's saying to select them all. And then you go to Edit, Edit Colors, Convert to CMYK. It's not affecting the swatch, however. These are still the Pantone colors, but these are now CMYK. There we go. See, you still see the Pantone in the title. And whereas here you see CMYK. Okay? I'll just have to use this from now on so I can hover over these and show you the title. Okay. Now, another way to select different colors is by using the eyedropper tool, which I love. So say we want to change this tree to the same blue color, because we kind of have a theme going on now. We have this blue matching, we have the green matching. Now we want this one to match this blue down here. So we can go over and we'll click our eyedropper tool, which is, let's see, eyedropper. See, I even forget where some things are. And I love the eyedropper tool, so for me to not know exactly where it is, it's quite crazy. Oh, God. Okay. We have the eyedropper tool. And I always, I was going over here, but I guess the reason why I didn't know is because I always, if you look over on the right side in your tools panel, it will give you the command key. I always just use the command key I. So, if you're on your selection tool, here I'm on my selection tool, and I'm just going to click the I key, and it will take me right to my eyedropper. So, that's a little easier. So what we're going to do, click on our shape, click to the eyedropper tool, and we're just going to click in the area here. And as you notice, it'll pick up the stroke as well. Now you can adjust these settings, and they kind of go into that in the next, next section. But so say we double click. You can adjust all of these settings if you this actually will pick up. This is for picking up font characteristics, actually. So, depending on if you're using the eyedropper for picking up the characteristics of text, it will select all of these. We're not worried about that right now, but we'll just go in and we'll click on our tree, and then we'll change the stroke to none. So now we want to create a color group. So we want to group our swatches. So what we're going to do is we'll select our swatch, we'll hold shift and go over to our dark green swatch that we created, and we'll hit command and we'll deselect the orange one. Now we'll click the folder icon and we'll call this tree logo. And there we have our icons for our tree logo. I think that this one was not included. Okay, let's bring that one back over. So you can always drag over if you've created too many. So now in the book, there should be 4. I have 4. Okay. So now we created a group. Now what we want to do is we want to add this white swatch. So we're just going to click white and just drag it down. And you'll see that blue line to show where it's going to be placed. Here's where we get a little tricky. So we're on Artboard 3. And you can see that, move this up a little. You can see we're on Artboard 3, here 1, 2, 3. And what we're going to do is we want to click the first tree on the left. We'll make sure that we're on our current color. And then we'll go to our drop-down menu. Actually, here. No, it is here. I'm sorry. We've clicked on our tree, we have it here. Then we want to go to our color guide, window, color guide, okay. So we're gonna have to open window color guide, okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, open window color guide. Okay, and then we're going to go to the drop-down menu. It's a little out of order. See, here we go. Takes me a couple times too. Okay, so let me just go over that again because I know that I was a little bit unclear. So we're going to click on our shape. We'll make sure that it's active, and then we can go to Window, Color Guide, or you can click the Color Guide icon. I knew there was something. Okay, the Color Guide icon. That's a little easier. The book tells you to go to Window, Color Guide, but maybe it's already open. So you could click on this icon here. So you'll notice we have our color selected. And this is just based on this tree. So we are going to go down, and it's telling you to click analogous. This is the Harmony Rules menu. So we are clicking the analogous colors. And then we are going to save the color group to the swatches panel. And then you can see in your swatches panel, which I can move over here, is right here. Now we've saved it. Now we will go and we will set the base color by double clicking, and then we'll choose complementary to from the swatches panel, and then we will add that as well. And we can close that, and then we'll save. Make sure you're saving so then you have everything saved and you don't lose any of your information. All right, guys, you're doing good so far. This is a complicated chapter, all these little details. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we have our, we want to have nothing selected. Our book is telling deselecting right now is important. So you want to make sure nothing is selected inside of here. And now you are going to click in the color group. You want to make sure that now this is selected. You want nothing else selected. You want to choose this. And you're going to go to the Edit Color Group button. And now I have a little bit of a different view than you guys because I have been working on this. So I have Color Group 2. And we'll name it Logo 2. Don't be surprised, yours will look a little different. Let's see, we'll just go here. And you can change the different views that you have. Let's see, your first step is to take your largest blue circle and drag over a little bit. Drag it to the right just a little bit. And then we can adjust the brightness in this bar here. We'll just adjust it like that to brighten up the colors. Now, say you wanted to adjust things individually. You can click this Unlink Harmony Colors button, and then you can individually adjust the colors. So